anyway, this is going to be installment 5 of our mini-series. This is kind of starting to remind me of the Friday the 13th movies. The last one, 13 times. But anyway, I've already started to fiddle with this stuff. What I did was I took the black kind of sludgy water, or not water, but the acid that was in here. I poured it into this jar, and then I added some hydrochloric acid to this to dissolve any of the zinc, and we do have a little bit of stuff in the bottom of that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the same with this. We've got a little powder in here. Putting hydrochloric acid in it will dissolve any of the zinc, and then all I'm going to do with that is filter it off and melt it, and then we'll test it with acid and see if it has any palladium in it. I mean, I've just got too much time tied up in this. Hopefully it's palladium. I don't know. Like I said before, I'm so busy getting disappointed with hoping I get palladium that I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and clean this up, filter these off, and then we'll get back to you, and we're actually going to probably melt it today and see what we get. Alrighty guys, we'll be back at you in a little bit. Hey, we're back. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this on camera so we can all see what happens. But what I'm going to do is just add the HCl to this. This does have, see that little bit of powder down there, and there's just a little bit of fluid left on it. But what this is going to do is dissolve any leftover zinc that we had in there. And then we should be left with a little bit of powder we can go ahead and melt and test. So we're just going to go ahead and drip some of this in there. We are actually getting a little bit of a reaction, so we're probably dissolving some of that excess zinc. So I'm going to just let this go for a while, and then we'll get back to you when it clears up and we see what we have. Alrighty guys, back in a bit. Okay, just wanted to pop in for a second and show you that we are filtering. We are about an hour into this right now, and we still have a little more than half to go. So we're going to continue on. We are getting a good filter though. That's the solution we're pouring in. This is what's coming out, so we're getting a good filter. The filter's trapping everything. And like I said before, when that's done, we're just going to throw this in a little dish and burn it off and see if we can get a metallic substance out of it to test. So we'll be back at you. Just wanted to let you see where we were at and kind of give you an idea of time and how long this stuff takes. So we'll be back in a little bit. Alrighty, well after 10 long years, just finally finished filtering off. So there is our powder that we got off of that. We're going to set it over here and let it dry a little bit more. Then we're going to roll that booger up and melt it and see if it all vaporizes or if we get a little bead of metal or what. But anyway, so we'll get back at you in a little bit. Alright, we're back. There is the filter paper from our black sludge. I'm actually going to go ahead and just fold this up like this, and we are going to just put it in the dish, and we're going to burn it off just like it is. So, if this is hard to melt, then it probably is palladium. But if it melts relatively easy, then we know it's not. So here we go. We're just going to see what happens. said, I'm keeping my distance from this because I have no idea what it is. We are getting some smoke off of it, but you know, we're burning the filter off as well. So, but like I said, I still am going to keep my distance from this because you really shouldn't breathe any fumes of anything you're melting. But when you're not sure about something, definitely stay away from it. So we are vaporizing some material. I'm sure you can see that. I do have my back fan on, so it's not coming back and hitting me in the face. We actually do have a nice little bead of metal in there. I am completely unsure of what it is. It melted fairly easy, so I'm kind of thinking it's not palladium. Generally, you're not gonna get that easy of a melt off of that. Could be tin, could be anything, but we will take it inside and hit it with the acid. See what we get from that test. I really do not think it is. It just melted too easy. But anyway, that's what we got. So we will toss it in the pickle pot, and then we'll do an acid test on it. But it doesn't sound too dense. So anyhow, that's it. We showed the melt. I don't think it is palladium. I hope I'm wrong, but I doubt it. So that's that, guys. I'll see you inside. Okay, guys, there's our little piece of what I don't think is going to be palladium, and we are going to check it right now. I'm going to put a pretty good scratch right there, and we are going to hit it with this acid and see what happens. I'm looking for a yellow-green, and I am not seeing it. So whatever that black stuff was that came off of those contacts on that second batch, I have no idea what it is, but it is not a precious metal. As you can see, our test is gone. We did not turn green or yellowish green, so I have no idea what that is. Once again, we're at a loss for a metal. It's probably a nickel alloy of some kind, or tin, or anything else. I'm going to see how hard it is. It seems to scratch fairly easy, but anyway, I'm going to put that in a little flip, and I'm going to send that back to Full Push Metals as well. I really don't know what this is. I keep ending up with this black powder, and on one of these days, I'll tell you what, if anybody's got one of those analyzer guns out there, they're about 20,000 bucks, and you don't want it anymore and you'd like to donate it to me, I'd be happy to take it. It would solve a lot of my questions and problems trying to figure out what stuff is. But I mean, there's only so many things it can be: tin, zinc, lead, you know, somewhere in that vicinity. I did put this in the hydrochloric acid to dissolve the zinc after we dropped it. So I mean, it's dense, but it's not that dense. You know, it just doesn't have that sound. The acid just ate it right up. Didn't change any color at all. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and send that back to him with his other stuff and his bar that you guys can't see. And this ends part 5. The full push metal refine is over. Thanks for hanging in there, guys, and watching it. I'll get to something else here shortly. I still have to do my 200 sub video, and I also have a mail call to do. I apologize, but I've just had so many things going on with the holiday. I'll try and get my mail calls done tomorrow, and we'll be back at you pretty soon. Have a good one, guys. Merry Christmas. I hope everybody had a great Christmas, and we'll see you on the next one.